Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? It is currently 4:14 a.m. on this beautiful and very still Friday evening, late Friday evening, going into Saturday morning. I guess you could say it's already Saturday morning. And it is currently 66 degrees outside. It's so quiet. So still and quiet. I woke up like 15 minutes ago, and I have my water with me, and I brought a San Pellegrino water, and I really wanted a Diet Coke, but I forgot to buy Diet Coke today because I did like really nothing today, and I like slept on and off all day today. I don't know, I just felt like really tired today. And I never really usually do that. Like I got up and I took the dogs out and like kind of put a list together for the day. Well, part of it was that all of my videos from yesterday, because the checks running thing didn't get done until late. I had all those videos to post for today, and I wasn't going to post like duplicates of all of the videos. I mean, the only one that I would have like done maybe 2 videos on would have been my drama channel. So I didn't have any videos to make today. So I was like, I don't really have a whole lot to do as far as videos. And I didn't have a lot of other stuff to do today. So, yeah, I just kind of like rested a lot today. I like got up and I like I said, I like took the dogs out and like did stuff around downstairs and kind of like busied myself with that. And then like in the afternoon, I was like, I'm gonna lay down for a little bit. And then I lay down and it ended up being longer than I thought it would. And then Alex and I ended up watching RuPaul's Drag Race tonight, the finale. And I wanted to get Yats tonight. Remember I had said that I thought Yats sounded really good. But they close at 8, I guess now. So by the time that I was heading over there, they were already closed. So, anyway, Alex and I watched RuPaul's Drag Race, the finale. I'm not gonna say who won, obviously, but I would have been fine with any of the top 4. But I thought that the person that won was very well deserving. It was a good finale. The All-Star one is never as exciting to me as, like, the regular RuPaul's Drag Race. Just because, you know, on the regular RuPaul's Drag Race for the finale, they always do, like, the big show, and then they have them lip-sync against each other and all that kind of stuff. Like, they don't really do that on the All-Stars. Like, they lip-sync, but it's not, like, this big production, and they have all these reveals, and you know that's where like Sasha Velour got famous for having all the rose petals come out. It's like, you know, you don't see that today like on the All-Stars. It's just kind of like RuPaul that makes the final decision, and they do lip sync, but anyway, it was good, it was fun. And then Alex was just getting ready for his trip because he leaves tomorrow morning at like 9 o'clock in the morning. And yeah, he's going to Chicago for a music festival with a bunch of his friends. He and like 3 girls are driving up there together. And then there's another couple that's going. Well, I guess they went up there tonight. This is his friend that he used to go up and go. Like, he and Jason and this girl used to go. And now she's married and has a baby. And so, she and her husband are going, and they're taking their baby, and like their baby's like the babysitter. And so they went up tonight to go do like the museum or the zoo or something like that. Like to do like that kind of stuff. And then they're going to the music festival. I think they're only doing the music festival one day, Alex told me. Not like Alex and his girlfriends, like the other couple. Oh, man. So, yeah, that was my day. I talked to Tanya for a long time today. And, that was kind of it. Talked to my neighbor across the street for a second. And I very rarely have days that I, like, just don't do anything. And it's kind of hard for me, like, to not do anything throughout the day. You know, like, to just relax and watch TV and not do a whole lot. Like, I have a hard time on those days. They're good for me to do that, to just be present. But, like, I feel like I'm wasting the day if I do that. So I kind of felt like that today, a little bit. Oh, I know one thing I did do today. I made my book series list that I've been talking about over here. I know it's so corny. I was so excited about it. I was like, Alex, guess what? He was like, what? I was like, I made my book series list. And he was like, congratulations. What is that? He was like upstairs while I was yelling it up to him. It actually took some time because I had to go through all of my books from like the last couple years. Because I thought I was just going to do cozy mysteries, but I actually did like any series that I'm reading. And I'm sure there's some that I missed. You know, and if you go on Goodreads, like often, like if it's a standalone and they think it might be a series, they'll call it like the Judy Smith series, even though it's not really a series, you know what I mean? So I didn't include any of those. I included just a series that I know are series so far. And so I came up with a list, and I am currently reading, or have started, 17 different series. And I have them all on a list in my computer, and I was so excited. I think I'm actually going to do a video on BookTube reading off all the series that I'm reading. I don't know what I think of this San Pellegrino. Like, sometimes I really like it, and other times I'm like, Like tonight I'm like, I don't know if I like it. Just like tasting like, or craving just like regular water. I had this really weird dream tonight. You know, like Alex and I have been talking about like getting a place in Florida for like a week or a couple days in October. And I had a dream that we like had rented this house, but we had to like go through this like orientation first before we could get to this house. And the orientation was like in this big like auditorium. It's like a high school auditorium, you know, like how mine was. And or like even like bigger than that, like a college auditorium. And Alex was like sitting in the middle, and I was like standing over to the side, and I was like to the side of like there was this big presentation, and I was like trying to find him, but like the auditorium like doubled as a grocery store. I don't even know how to explain it, but so like as soon as the presentation was over, I told him, I was like, I'm gonna get some groceries and then I'll meet you out back. So he was like, okay, I already got everything I needed for the week. And I was like, okay. So I was like going through this grocery store, and it was like everything I opened was rotten. Like, or they didn't have what I wanted. Like, they didn't have this cheese that I was looking for. And in my head, I just wanted, like, stuff to make, like, cheese sandwiches on, like, bagels. Probably because that's what I did when we were in Florida last time. And there were these, like, everything was gone, first of all. And then there were these 2 jars of mayonnaise, these little small jars of mayonnaise. And isn't it weird, like, what your brain does, like, while you're asleep? Because, like, these little jars of mayonnaise, and I opened them, and somebody had already used them. Like, they had made a deli sandwich and used them, but, like, this wasn't the mayonnaise for the deli, if that makes sense. And then there were these little small packages of mayonnaise, and I was like, well, I could buy those, but how many would I need? And I was trying to figure it out. And then I was trying to, like, find this coffee, and the coffee, like, was some name. And what was so weird about it was, years and years and years ago, for a work trip, my supervisor and I went to New Orleans, and we met with a lot of people that were in recovery down there. And in Louisiana, there's some coffee down there. I actually have it at home because I think it's called community coffee. Because I've talked about this on here, like, once before. And the last time that I talked about it, somebody from Louisiana sent it to me. But I think it's called community coffee. And it's really good. It's strong. But everywhere we went, they would, like, swear by this community coffee. It's not the Café du Monde. I have that too. That's from New Orleans. This is like if you lived, like, in the suburbs, or, you know, like, other parts of Louisiana, like, what you would get if you went to the grocery store. And I think it's called community coffee, and you can, like, only get it down there or something. But anyway, somebody bought me the K cups of it. But it wasn't that, but it was like that. Like, I was trying to, like, find this coffee that, like, I knew, like, was, like, really popular in that area, because somebody had told me it was really popular in that area. And, like, I couldn't find it in the grocery store, and I was, like, looking all over for it, and I was like, where is that coffee? And then I found these cookies that I wanted, and then these cookies were like those, do you remember those Milano? They still make them, probably. I'm sure they do. Those Pepperidge Farm Milano cookies, you know what I'm talking about? There's, like, drink with coffee, or eat with coffee, and they're, like, round, and they have all different kinds, but the Milanos are, like, the ones that have a little chocolate inside of them. They're like, you put them on, like, a plate for, like, coffee after dinner, you know, and stuff. I used to always want to get those Pepperidge Farm cookies when I was with my dad. I used to also, other than the grasshopper cookies, I loved those too, but I also like those long tubes. Do you know what I'm talking about? Those cookies that you, like, put in coffee. Oh my god, I love those so much. So that was my dream. And then, like, after that, I couldn't find, like, what I was getting at this grocery store. I, like, just, like, woke up, and that's when I woke up, and I was like, oh my god, it's late. I'd woken up, like, 2 times before in the night, and each time I was like, I'm gonna go vlog, and then I'm gonna lay down for, like, 10 more minutes, and each time that I fell asleep for, like, 10 more minutes, I woke up, like, an hour and a half later. Yeah, I was just real tired today. I don't even know why. I think part of it is, you know, like, I stayed up so late in Las Vegas each night, and even though the time difference was only 3 hours, I think it kind of threw me off. And, like, ever since I've been back, my eyes are real sensitive tonight to these lights. I don't know why. Ever since I've been back, I've just been kind of like just busy, and I think it caught up with me today or something. I don't know. But I hope tomorrow I feel rested. Yeah, Alex leaves at like 9:30, and I'm gonna miss him this weekend. But he'll have a good time, and I'm gonna get a lot of stuff done around the house. I want to put a lot of stuff away. And I I already made my list for tomorrow. Like, whenever he goes out of town, I always, like, the first thing I do is, like, make the bed really, really nice. And clean the kitchen. Tanya and I always talk about this, like, when our husbands go out of town, like, the first things that we do, you know? Like, make the bed really nice, clean the kitchen, clean the bathroom, get everything real nice so we can enjoy the weekend just to ourselves. I don't mind spending the weekend to myself. And it's actually been a really long time since Alex has gone away for any kind of, like, music festival or anything. Yeah. I think I'm gonna watch those Fear Street movies this weekend, finish those up, maybe start something else. I don't know. I need to make another list of the movies that I want to watch, like the Godfather movies and the, what do you call it? It's all about the lists. Constantly making lists. And I know what's going to happen is I'm going to be out of this water. Then I'm going to have this just as San Pellegrino to drink. I'm not really, like, craving that San Pellegrino tonight. The Star Wars movies I want to still see. The Harry Potter movies I want to finish once I've finished the books. Which at some point I probably will finish those books. I know J.K. Rowling is so problematic, but I'm like 4 books into a 7-part series. Oh man, that nursery is so pretty. They've got all kinds of trees and bushes and stuff. I'll probably do something with Tanya this weekend at some point. You know, every person that I say something to, it's interesting. Like, I'll be like, hey, what are you doing this weekend? And they're like, oh, nothing. And I'm like, well, Alex is out of town this weekend. And they're like, oh, okay. Well, you should check in with us. We don't know really what we're doing yet. I'm like, okay, well, that's what I'm doing right now, you know? And it's like my sponsor, I called her. I was like, so what are you doing this weekend? I don't have any plans at all. Or something like that. She's like, I think I'm just going to stay around here and do stuff in the yard. That's what she's always doing. And so I was like, well, okay. I said, if you want to get together. She's like, yeah, call me. We'll see what I'm doing. I was like, I'm kind of like, I like to make plans for stuff. You know, it's like, okay, Saturday, I'm going to go over to so-and-so's house and do, you know what I mean? Like, I kind of like to plan around stuff. And then this is the other thing I find, right? Like, if I call somebody and I ask them to do something, and it's not just like my sponsor, or, you know what, I mean, I feel like everybody that I know is kind of like that to some degree. But like, and maybe that's just a getting older thing, I don't know. But like, I feel like if I don't call somebody and say like, hey, what are you doing this weekend? Then when I do call, like, spur of the moment on a Saturday, they'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, I have plans for this weekend. And I'm like, okay, well, next time I'm going to call early. And then I do call early, and they don't know if they want to do anything or not, you know? I kind of do get why my mom over time, like, felt like she was a burden to people, because I do think it is that kind of, you know? But I really think the truth is this. I think that what happens is, like, when I call my friends to see if they want to make plans, right? Those are usually weekends that they don't want to do anything. That they just want to hang out and not do anything. Like me, right? So then, the other weekends when they do have plans, it's typically stuff like a wedding or like a fundraiser or get together or something like that, right? Like, it's more serious stuff than like, let's just go have dinner. But you just have to keep on asking, you know? I don't take it personally at all, you know? Hell, I put my friends off on things like that before and been like, I don't know what I'm doing this weekend. Call me on Saturday, I'll let you know. You know what I mean? And my mom, like, took it so personally that she wouldn't keep on calling. She'd say, no, I feel like I'm a burden to people. I don't want to bother people. And I'm like, Mom, you are not a burden to people. You're in, like, people want you in their life. They consider you a friend, you know? And she'd be like, oh, well, I don't want to burden people. I just don't. Oh, Mom. Anyway. And then she would get invited to something, you know, because she would call, and like one of her friends would be like, oh, well, we're having this party this weekend, you should come. And you know, my mom was always concerned that everything was couples and she wasn't a couple. And then she would go and she would call me and she would say, oh my God, you know, because they were mostly like recovery friends at that point, other than like my aunt and uncle. And she'd say, you know, I went over to so-and-so and so-and-so's house and they had a barbecue this weekend, you know, for Labor Day. And oh my God, I had such a great time. And there were so many people there for meetings that I hadn't met before. And I, you know, met some new women. I got some new names. And oh, and Peter, the desserts were so good. And, you know, I had key lime pie and chocolate chip cookies. And she'd have such a great time and she'd get so excited, you know. And it's like, I think you have to keep on trying in life. And not take things so personally. I think that's the other thing, you know. It's like, don't take stuff so personally. If people say that they don't want to do something for a weekend, maybe they just really don't want to do anything for that weekend, but that doesn't mean that the next weekend that they won't. You know what I mean? This water tastes so good. Say, now I don't remember what it was. I have not finished my book yet still. Can you believe it? But I'm gonna finish it when I get off here, because I have 24 minutes, 25 minutes left of it. I'm like right at 1 hour left, and since I listened to it at 2x5 speed, I think that's like 24 minutes that I have left. So somebody commented on my video. I thought it was kind of funny. And they said, Peter, you say that you don't like to spoil shows, but then you go in and you spoil shows. Okay. So, I guess I can see how that could be seen that way. I guess I didn't realize I was doing that. I just get excited talking about shows, so maybe I talk too much about shows. So I'm gonna try not to. I thought that was a fair comment. So I probably do. So I'm gonna try not to ruin shows and books and stuff in the future. But the thing is like for me, like I only try to give like just this beginning synopsis of like what you would read. I know I give too much information, and I do the same thing Tanya Jean does. I won't do it in the future. I just get excited talking about books and movies, and I don't really have anybody else to talk to about it that cares about the books that I'm listening to. Needless to say, just, you know, this is the thing. If I get in a video and I just say, like, Falling is a great book, you should go read it, right? Like, people are going to be like, okay, I mean, one person out there will be like, well, Peter said it was a great book, so I'm going to get it. But, like, if you don't know what it's about, like, are you going to read it? So I try not to give any more information when it comes to books. It's like, then it's on the synopsis of the book. But it's kind of hard sometimes, you know what I mean? But I don't want to ruin a book or a movie for anybody. Hell, Tanya Jean does it to me all the time, and it makes me so mad. So I don't want to do it for you guys. But anyway, let me just say, it's fine, and I'm not going to do it, so you don't have to run and pause the video. Falling is so good. I was ugly crying again in my car today listening to this book. You guys, it is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. It is so good. And I really, to be honest with you, I'm like 24 minutes from the end of the book, and I still don't know what's gonna happen. So, but some major stuff happens throughout the book. It's not like just like, you know, see, this is where I zip it. Okay. Other things are that somebody mentioned something to me. They tweeted me out about they can't wait to see what I think of this season of Wentworth. I'm like, where can I see this season of Wentworth? Because it's not on Netflix yet. And I actually Googled it and I looked up an article, and Wentworth doesn't come out on Netflix until like possibly like October is what they're thinking, because the season has to end in Australia first, and then they put it on Netflix. And so it's not anywhere near being done yet in Australia. I love that show so much, Wentworth. Two things though. This is the last season. I'm very sad about that. Number one, somebody asked, like, who my favorite character was. They said that in the tweet. I think Booms is hands down my favorite character. Boomer. And that's my first thing is, I'm sad that it's the last season, but, you know, all good things must come to an end. I understand that. And second of all, I was thinking something else while I was saying that. Second of all, I can't stand the Joan Ferguson storyline. I really can't. I don't like to watch shows that make me nervous. And what I like about Wentworth has nothing to do with Joan Ferguson. She, to me, is not a big part of why I like the show. Like, that whole storyline of her and the freak and all that kind of stuff, like, that doesn't make me enjoy the show. That doesn't make me like the show to the point where I want to watch it. And those people were so rude. They had their brights on, so I flashed my brights at them, and they just, like, kept them on. I'm like, it's not that dark that you need your brights on, first of all. Like, I don't feel like we've needed to carry that storyline on for 9 or 10 seasons, or however many seasons it's been at this point. I think 9, for me to continue to be interested in the story. Like, it doesn't make or break the story of Wentworth to me. And I know she's like, that Patricia Rabb is like a fantastic actress and all that kind of stuff, and she's a huge part of the beginning and the end of the story, but it's not like they kept B on the show, you know? Ugh. That's hard to swallow, that San Pellegrino. I thought I liked it when I first got it. Maybe there's just something different about drinking it next to a pool than drinking it at a car late at night. I almost brought 2 glasses or 2 things like this of water. And I was like, no, just bring one of those San Pellegrinos. You'll like that. No, I sure don't. I sure don't like that. Oh. Let's pull in here really quick to the flower market, and let's see if I can read a comment that will somebody will inspire me to talk about something. Let's see. Where are my reading glasses? My cheapies that I keep in my car. Okay. Vlogs. Magic Me said, sometimes I go down the what if I had experienced X instead of Y, but I try not to hang out there. There's nothing I can do about that. And let's face it, I don't want to be 100%. I don't want to be too fabulous. I'd be a national security threat. I live. Gina said, love you, Peter. Okay, everybody's telling me to get Neosporin and a Band-Aid. I bought the Neosporin and I haven't put it on the Band-Aid yet, but it's kind of like starting to heal a little bit. Jen said the speed talking gives me anxiety. Well, he probably found the wrong vlog, sorry. I do talk fast. Victoria said, I love you, Peter. I love you too, Victoria. Megan said, I was crying earlier and I'm 10 minutes in and I was watching with my mom. She completely understands why I feel like you're a friend. Oh, I love that. Claudia gave blue hearts and a smiley face. A little rosy cheek smiley face. Megan gave, Megan gave little dog emojis and sun and clouds and little pink hearts. Okay. Vicky said, for anyone who is ever being followed, drive to the nearest police station. If you know that station's phone number, call to tell them you're coming to the station because you're being followed. If you don't know their number, that's fine, but always, always, always drive to the police station. Once they see where you're leaving. Okay, it stopped while I was in the middle of reading. And I threw my glasses, hold on. I mean, I didn't throw them, I just took them off and set them over here. But I was in the middle of reading this comment and then I was gonna take off and talk about it. Okay, so this is from, I'm gonna read it again. I may have already read the beginning of this. This is from Vicky. Vicky said, for anyone who is ever being followed, drive to the nearest police station. If you know that station's phone number, call to tell them you're coming to the station because you are being followed. If you don't know their number, that's fine, but always, always, always drive to the police station. Once they see where you're leading them, they'll usually drive off. And then, hold on a second. And Michelle said, can't decide if I want to read the new Liam O'Yardy book or Paula Hawkins book next. That's by Michelle. And I will talk about that in just a second until we hit the next gas station, and then I'll take 2 more questions. Okay, here's the thing. Like, I don't even know right now. Like, I mean, I drive around Indianapolis a lot. Y'all know that, okay? Because, obviously, because of my vlog, right? I don't even know where the closest police station is to where I'm at right now. I know that there's one, like, I mean, like, I'm at, like, Allisonville and 62nd Street. I know that I'm right by Taylor's Bakery. I know there's one in Broad Ripple, but I'm probably a good 10 minutes from there. And I'm not even really sure where in Broad Ripple it is, number one. Number two, I don't know, like, I don't know where a lot of police stations are. And I definitely don't know the number to the police station. And, you know, other than calling 911, which, I mean, you call 911 in Indianapolis, if you don't have an emergency, like you're gonna be on hold or something probably. So I don't know, like, if I was being followed, I don't know where I would go. I mean, I guess I could, like, you know, find a police station or GPS it or whatever, but yeah, I mean, yeah, that's smart. I want to say, like, the other night when it just started raining, that's weird. The other night, whenever I talked about being followed or whatever, there's been several nights, you guys, where I felt like I've been followed in my vlog. And it's weird because it kind of, like, it's where it starts, like, it'll start somewhere. Like, somebody will pull, like, they're not, like, the most sophisticated people, if I am being followed, because they'll pull out at a point where, like, I usually drive by in my vlog. Like, if you lived in Indianapolis, that you would know, like, Peter's gonna pass by this. If he goes this way, that's one of the reasons why I try to go different ways every night or every other night. Not to mention that I don't think anybody that watches my vlog, I mean, I know that there's people out there that don't like me, and I get that you guys don't like me, but I think there's a difference between not liking somebody on a vlog and the chance that you live in the same city as me and want to do me harm. I mean, like, those are, I don't know that I believe in all of that. So anyway, but it'll, you know, it's late at night, and all of a sudden I'll be driving by some intersection that, like, I drive by a lot in one of my videos, and somebody will, like, just kind of, like, tear out. And then, like, the thing is the route that I take on my vlogs is not like a normal route that you would drive. Do you know what I don't know if that makes sense, but it's not like most people are gonna be going the way that I go. So by 2 or 3 turns at that point, if there's somebody that's been behind me the whole time, I'm like, okay, that's why I said something the other night, because I was like, this is interesting. Like, unless they are going home and they just happen to live in the same direction that I'm going, which is, that would be really, I mean, I like go like one way and then turn, and, like, I don't take, not for any specific reason, it's just, like, kind of not to be bored. I, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, sometimes when I could just go straight or forward, I'll, like, turn and go around or something, just to, you know, like, just to kind of, like, add time to the vlog or do something a little bit different or whatever. And so when people do that and they follow me the whole way, I'm like, what's going on here? But yeah, I don't really know that I know where the police station is. Where isn't that interesting that I don't pass more police stations? I think it's a fantastic recommendation. I mean, definitely. I mean, if you're being followed or anything's happening, you know, if you go to the police station, I mean, I'm sure people would leave you alone if you did that, unless they meant serious harm to you, you know? Now I'm kind of like, in my head, I'm like thinking, like, where is the nearest police station to us? Now, I know where the nearest fire stations are, but that's not the same, you know? As far as the newest Paula Hawkins and Leanne Moriarty book, I am reading the Paula Hawkins book next. And then I don't know what I'm going to read after that. I have, in the next week, I have to read the book for a true crime book club. So sometime in the next week, I've got to start and finish that, because I think our book club's going to be next weekend. But I want to read 9 Perfect Strangers or whatever it's called. I want to read that before I watch the show. I've said that, I feel like, about 100 times now, that I want to see that before I watch the show. I actually think that, I feel like when Tanya read, okay, so this is the deal. So Tanya's she's not big on the Leanne Moriarty books. She likes the shows, like she liked Big Little Lies. She started watching this 9 Perfect Strangers or whatever it's called, 9 Strangers or whatever. She's like, oh, it's really good. But she was like telling me about it, and she's like, oh, it's like, some parts are really funny, some parts are really good, you know, whatever. But, like, when I said something about reading the book, she's like, skip the book and just watch the show. And I was like, why? And she's like, the book's just not that great. But, like, I feel like she thought the same thing when she read Big Little Lies, and I loved Big Little Lies. Like, I thought Big Little Lies was one of the best books I had ever read. And I'm like a third of the way through. I don't remember much of it, so I'm going to restart it. I'm like a third of the way through The Husband's Secret, and I really liked that too. So I think she just doesn't like Leanne Moriarty's writing, which is fine, right? But to each his own, to each their own. But I mean, I have to, you know, I think that I will enjoy the book. And I think I've kind of like steered away from some of Leanne Moriarty's books because Tanya has been like, oh, it's just, they're so long, and do you really enjoy them? And, but like, I mean, Tanya and I don't see eye to eye on everything, you know what I mean? Obviously. She has to work all weekend. I was talking to her today. She was like, the kennel's really full right now. So I don't know. For me, I mean, I have certain authors that when new stuff comes out, like, no matter what else I have on like my TBR, my to be read, like no matter what else I'm wanting to read, like that goes first. And for me, Paula Hawkins is one of those people. Like when a Paula Hawkins book comes out, I'm like, okay, I'm reading this. I'm trying to think of what else is another book like that. Like if somebody wrote a book tomorrow. Well, that Andrew Main, I put his series down. I think it's called the Underwater Investigative Series. The first one was The Woman Beneath the Sea, and the second one is Black Coral. Like if he put another one out, like I would read that tomorrow. I love his books. Oh, but like on a big level, Dan Brown. Like if Dan Brown put out a book, like I probably would just not do anything for the next 2 days and just listen to that book. I love Dan Brown's books so much, and they're so well researched. Michael Crichton, back in the day, that was how I felt about Michael Crichton. I felt like it was all my favorite actors and my favorite movie with, you know, the best treats in the entire world with a movie theater all by myself. That's how I felt like when a Michael Crichton book came out. I'm so sad that he's passed away. If you are a reader out there, I don't care what you like to read, because it doesn't really matter, because his stuff is science fiction and pulls at the emotional heartstrings and just are great storyteller, is great storytelling, and is well researched, and he builds great characters, and it really doesn't matter what you kind of like to read. Like, I think like anybody would like his books, but I started reading his books when I was in treatment, and I do believe that, like, other than like The Pirate's Latitude, and there's one other old book of his that I have never read. Other than that, I've read every Michael Crichton book. And this was long before I listened to him on Audible either. I like sat down and read those things. They were so good. I would highly, highly, highly recommend reading Michael Crichton's body of work. He started ER too. Back in the day, he was the one that initially started the writing for the TV show ER. If you're gonna start with the Michael Crichton books, I just think you should start with Jurassic Park. That's where I started. You don't really have to like read them in any kind of order, because they're all so completely different. I have to say though, what's interesting is like Sphere, which they turned into a movie with Sharon Stone. What's going on over there at the bank? Something sketchy. There's like a utility van sitting over there, like parked, so you can't get through like the aisles, but then there's like a regular car just parked there too, and he's like, the guy's out of his car talking to them. He's like in the bank, like lane. Sphere, that takes place underwater, which they turned into a movie with Michelle Pfeiffer, Sharon Stone, was so good. The book was so good. The book, for disclosure, too, that they ended up turning into a movie with Michael Douglas and Demi Moore. The book was so much better than the movie. The books were all better than the movies. Jurassic Park was, I would say, like, the movie and the book were so similar, but like the movie was really good for Jurassic Park. Like, I was really impressed with the movie. And I think the movie had come out by the time that I read the book, maybe. Well, I read it when I was in treatment, so I think maybe like I hadn't seen the movie yet or something. I don't know. When did Jurassic Park come out? I have literally no idea. I remember like going to see movies and drinking in movies, which makes me like, I look back on that and I'm just like, and now, because now like going to movies is such a big deal, and I just enjoy movies so much, you know. I remember going to see Basic Instinct, and my friend and I, we took in like those little bottles of vodka, and we got like Sprites, and while we were there, and we like got drunk watching Basic Instinct. I love that movie, Basic Instinct. It doesn't have like the same, maybe it does, I don't know. The second one I don't think is that great, but the first one with Sharon Stone plays Catherine Trammell. Oh my god, that movie. I mean, we had never seen anything like that at that time, you know? And that was like, kind of like film noir. But in the 90s, you know? Now, I saw that movie in the movie theater, and I was still drinking, so it had to have come out before 95. My water's gone. Oh, well, I'll be okay. I wonder if I turn Siri on, would she, like, Siri, will it work? I don't know. I have to turn on the radio if I do. Siri. Hey Siri, I have a question. It doesn't work. Does it work in your car? Do you have to set it up? I don't know how to set it up. That's a cute car. Like a steel gray Jeep Wrangler. Okay, I'm gonna pull into the gas station and I'm gonna look for another question, but I'm also gonna find out when Basic Instinct came out. Hey Siri. What year was Basic Instinct published or came out? Okay, that didn't work. Hey Siri. What year did Basic Instinct come out?
Which one? I found two. Basic Instinct. And Basic Instinct 2.
Basic Instinct.
Basic Instinct was released March 20th, 1992.
Hey Siri, do you know any beatbox?
Here's one I've been practicing. Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots.
Do you know
I can
any?
do this all day.
Do you know
cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots.
Hey
and cats
Siri.
And boots and cats.
Do you know any jokes?
2 drums and a cymbal fall off a cliff.
Okay. What happened? I don't get it. 2 drums and a cymbal fall off a cliff? I don't get it. It's a bad joke. Hey Siri, do you know any jokes?
How do you make a bandstand?
How?
Take away their chairs.
Tell me another joke. Hey Siri, do you know a joke?
Who is Einstein's favorite rapper? E equals MC Hammer.
That is so funny. Okay, silly. So there's some fun with Siri tonight. Where are my glasses? Oh, here they are. Okay, let's see some other comments. Okay, Charlotte put a bunch of nice little emojis. Love it. Linda, you have been commenting a lot lately, and I love it. So many of you are so good about like going in and commenting on other people's comments too, and Linda is one of the people that does that. Karen said, thank you for saying I love you. We love you too. I find comfort in the sound of your voice. My husband grew up in Indianapolis and I grew up in Georgia. You have traces of both in your voice, and some words or phrases are definitely Southern. Thank you for making such easy listening videos. Oh, I love that. And some Justin said, that was very touching. Thank you for sharing your feelings with us. Sarah said, hello, Peter. Just got done walking my 2 dogs with my sister around my neighborhood. Been looking forward to the vlog all day and see your pretty face. Hope everyone has a good weekend. Oh, you too, Sarah. She comments on like every video. Linda said, I got so upset with my sister. She always wants to give the dog food with her play, from her play. I tell her, no, don't do that. This, you guys, comment cracks me up, because wait till you hear it come full circle, okay? It teaches them to beg for food while you eat. Sometimes, after I finish my meal, I give them a little. I love that. Okay. Troy said, Troy's always so nice to me. He said, yeah, Peter, that was awesome of you flooding us with amazing, I literally posted all the videos at the same time. Published them all at the same time. That was awesome of you. Yeah, Peter, that was awesome of you flooding us with amazing videos today. I really enjoyed them. I know I keep asking for this, but could you please do a video of you making graham cracker and frosting and talking about your mom? I'm so sorry for me keep asking. Please forgive me. I think it would be an amazing video. I would love to be one of your neighbors. That would be so much fun to talk to you every day. Aww. Maybe I'll do that video tomorrow on my Peter Does Stuff channel. This was so nice, you guys. Like, this is what I'm talking about in here, right? And this is you. This has nothing to do with me. So Troy said earlier in the video, he said, hello, Peter and my amazing fellow vloggerinos. I'm so excited for your podcast next month. Can't wait to watch it. Also, can't wait for tomorrow because I get to watch college football all day tomorrow. I'm a huge sports fan. Hope y'all are having an amazing weekend. Love you, Peter, and everyone. Oh, yeah, and one more, I love you. Now, let me read the comments, okay? Oh, wait, this was not the comment. Hold on a second. Hold on for the comments. Okay, that wasn't the comment. Where was it? Melissa said, Kimberly said, yes, we'll read it, Vloggerinos. Melissa said, I like you, yes, Vloggerinos, Kimberly said. Melissa said, I like you having different channels. I find them all different. I watch all, but have my favorites that I don't miss. I don't agree with the person who said they are all the same. I don't either. But, so thank you for that, Melissa. Oh, all these people are saying to write, okay, I get it. The cozy mystery about Jane and Vivian. Tori said there is a small business that sells candles. It's called Realm, and they have a honey candle. It could be awesome if you would support a small business. I will look into that. I actually just bought a bunch of candles on Amazon. They're supposed to come tomorrow. And actually, do you guys remember me talking about those candles that have the handle on it? Okay, I found them online. The company is called My Own Candle Company, I think. That's what it's called, something like that. And I'll show them to you here. I'll just look them up now. My Own Candle Company. Yep. Here's what they look like. I want to make sure that you guys can see them. Do you see? That's what they look like. And the one that smells really good is called Smell My Nuts. But they have like root beer and all different kinds. And they're $9.99 on their website. Actually on Amazon and stuff, they're more expensive. Okay, let's look up Realm candles. Oh, here they are, Realm candles. My stomach is turning. Summer scents now available. By the way, don't forget that I have candles at the that they're all listed below. So if you ever want to go check out my candles, please do. I would love that very much. I would love that very much. Oh my God. Okay, let's see another candle. I mean, not another candle. Let's see if I can find this honey candle shop. Yeah, this kind of reminds me a little bit of the one. Oh, honey, here it is. Oh, it's out of stock. $17.40 for this little candle. But don't forget to shop my candles at, you guys, I mean, this, oh, it just started pouring down, right? I mean, this is like a little candle. Look at that, for $17.40. But I would be more than happy to try it if it was, but it's out of stock, so. Oh, 5-star ratings across the board. Don't forget to buy Peter Monn's candles at Poorhouse Candle Company, listed below. Alright. Mattis said absolutely love Falling. Read on your talking about it. I gave a 5-star review, and I never give 5-star reviews. It's so good. Ashley said, I wish gas around me was $3.19. Cheapest near me is $4.40. Oh my God, what is it here? I can't see from here. That's what it is. Liz Talks Makeup said, Bath & Body has a candle online called Banana Nut Muffin, and it is so good. They have tons of scents online, so I always try to order them online instead of going to the store. Okay. I always screenshot these comments, and then I forget to go back and look at them later. Where's the comment that Troy left? Monet said, I have a question, Peter. Are you going to do a long book vlog anytime soon? You haven't done a long book vlog in a while. I'm sure those who check out your book channel would agree with me. Okay, so I haven't had a lot of books to talk about because I was reading Void Moon. I'm going to do this weekend, hopefully, my August book wrap-up. And then I also want to do my book series. And then sometime this week, I will be doing a book vlog when I have a couple more books to talk about. But I appreciate it. Thank you. Monet! Okay. Minimalist said, Vivian and Jane as protagonists in a cozy mystery. Count me in. Haley said, I can't wait for a Peter Monn cozy mystery. Well, I have to write it first. Gina said, me too. How am I out on time? Kristen said, people are actually saying you're scripting this. How would that even be possible, right? I haven't read a comment about that, and it's been a long time, but they used to say that back in the day. Peter, have you tried the Aveda candles? They have such a spa smell to them. They really linger in a fresh way, even when they are not burning. I think the Shampure scent is the one I like best. You know what? It's so funny that you said that. I actually want to buy some Shampure and conditioner because I used to use that back in the day. So thank you for reminding me of that. Amy said, what is a cozy mystery site where cozies are recommended by interest? Okay, I knew that somebody was going to ask me this, and it's like this really extensive list. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on a second. Okay, a guide to cozy mystery and other favorite books, movies, and TV. Is this it? Maybe this isn't it. Most popular and recommended cozy mysteries. Yeah, this is it. Okay, it's cozy/mystery.com. I was looking to see where the recommendations were. Oh, here, by themes. Culinary, vacation mysteries, holidays. Where's the states, though? NASCAR and car racing mystery theme. Oh, mysteries that are set in specific states. That's at the very bottom of the themes. So yeah, cozy/mystery.com is what it is. People think you script your vlog, said Snake Goddess. Oh, Kathy said not feeling good tonight, so your vlog is soothing me. Love you too, Peter and Alex. Well, I hope you feel better. I caught it just as it was stopping. Okay. Kara said, I need some prayers, y'all. Unemployment ends this week, and my husband had a job lined up since June, and backgrounds and whatnot are still not completed for him to start. We are about to struggle, and I am panicking. Kara, sending lots of prayers to you, lots of positivity. If everybody in the Wolf Pack and everybody down below, quite a few of you already did, say some really nice things. But if you guys could send Kara some blessings and some positivity and love and prayers, I would really, really appreciate that. And then Kara commented right underneath it, and she said, I still laugh at you when you said you were talking to your neighbor about Cozy Mysteries, and you said you got so excited. It was the first person other than you to hear utter the words Cozy Mysteries. She was like, you know what I like? And I was like, what? She goes, Cozy Mysteries. That was so cute. Where's the thing that Troy said here that I wanted to read? Where is it? Here it is. Adriana was the one that was giving me a hard time. Peter says, I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but this is just the beginning. As he goes into the movie details, that will ruin it. She's not wrong, though. I'm sorry, Adriana. I won't do it again in the future. Okay, so Troy said something about, like, getting so excited to hear the vlog. And somebody left the nicest comment and was like, I always look for your comments whenever, whenever I don't know how they said it. They said something like, I always look for your comments in here. Maybe it was on another video that I saw that. Sue said, I know it sounds like I'm making this up, but my favorite candy bars as a kid were whatchamacallit and 100 grand, but in our day they were called $100,000 bars. That's why I still call them that. I always think they're called that. Funny to know we love the same things. XOX. Love you, Sue. Love you, Adriana. Okay. Maybe they deleted their response to it, but somebody said something to Troy that was, like, so nice. They were like, oh, maybe this is what I read. Okay. I always get excited to see what stories he tells on here. I could listen to the same stories and never get tired of them. Good, because I tell a lot of the same stories. Thank you, Troy. That's really sweet. Of them, I would love to read the book that you wrote. I am not sorry for commenting 2 or 3 times per vlog lately. And 413 responded and said, I'm sure he loves, Thoughty, that's what their name is, I'm sure he loves to see you so frequently in his comments. I always see you and always agree with what you have to say, haha. And he said, thank you, that means a lot. I've been so comfortable commenting on his videos. And somebody else said something about the comment section, and Adriana said, oh my God, or LMAO, the Tic Tacs are still in your car. Oh my God, that got me cracking up. The ones Tanya left in your car. I made her take them out the other night. She was like, you're so mean to me. I go, take those Tic Tacs out of my car, Tanya Jean. I said, I cannot. They are driving me crazy. But somebody else up here said something about, like, you have the nicest comment section on YouTube or something. That's you guys. It's not me. You guys are the ones that are doing the comment sections, and I just want to say I, like, appreciate it. Oh, wait. 2 minutes ago, this is from Nita. As I comment now at 2 a.m. Pacific time, I wonder if you are still driving around after having just filmed your next vlog. No, I'm filming my vlog right now, Nita. That was the last comment. The comment before that was the Magic Me comment that I read when I started the vlog. Oh, man. What will come of this weekend? You ever think about those movies or those shows that, like something takes place, like, over the course of, like, a weekend, like Adventures in Babysitting is, like, one night, you know? Like, I love that movie so much. And like Into the Night is like one night that happens. Oh, this was like one of my favorite movies. And then like that one episode, I should watch that episode this weekend of My So-Called Life, where like the parents go out of town on a skiing trip. And Rayanne gets handcuffed to the bed, and then they have to try to figure out how to get her off the bed. And at the end of the show, the little sister's like, Angela's like, this is the worst weekend ever. And the little sister's like, this was the best weekend ever. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's funny, like, thinking about stuff like that when you never know, like, where the weekend will take you, you know? So let's see where the weekend will take us. And I'm going to get off here now, and I'm going to finish that book once and for all. And I'm kind of sad about finishing it. It's such a good book, but I'm excited to get into the Paula Hawkins book, and I will share with you guys tomorrow what I think about that. And I hope that you guys, if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. And I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Saturday. And I love you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya!